Alright, so I'm back. I got some good advice from some people who watched the last video, and I kind of have a game plan now. I know that I've got to make my way to Whiterun. Not to the Mage's College yet. Not to, I don't know, anywhere else. Because what I need to do is I've got to figure out I've got to raise my heavy armor. Since I want to do a heavy armor mage, and I don't really know how to do it, but I got some good advice from some people already. Yeah, looking at the way that it works, it seems like you unlock a lot of the heavy armor benefits at at heavy armor 25. So all I have to do is buy training from the companions in Whiterun until 25. And even though my alternate start mod put me in the middle of nowhere here, I was given about 2,500 gold. So that'll help a lot with training up to 25. I don't think it's too much of an advantage. I mean, Requiem has a lot of disadvantages to start the game, and it's not like I'm some kind of superstar or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna die a lot, so yeah, the goal here is just to heavy armor train, and the bonus of going to Whiterun is that it gives me an excuse to go to Helgen, and once I'm in Helgen I can grab the mage gear that I need to kind of like help myself out for the first few levels. I'm not going to power metagame. I know that there are some players who can really do it well. They've got it down to a science. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this, you probably watched all of Salty Shanty's videos. He's a metagaming master, and I think it takes him like an hour to get to level 10 or something crazy. It's not going to happen with me. I think mainly he gets to that level because he knows how to really use alchemy and alteration to its fullest effect. He runs forward and just bites it like immediately. It's really funny. Yeah, so he knows how to metagame, and I'm not disparaging that at all. It's not like I wouldn't or couldn't do that, but I don't know. I'm just gonna do my own style, see how it goes. My own style is obviously shit, but I don't know. You got to play your own game your own way, right? It may go a little bit slower. So anyway, all I'm trying to figure out here is Buddy's naked for some reason, and
seems everyone in the town is
and I'm pretty sure I know why, but just a bit of a glitch. There's a couple glitches, obviously. I probably removed about I don't know, 150 mods in preparation of Requiem to keep it really nice and lightweight. I mean, when I say 150 mods, I don't mean all plugins, right? Like I got rid of a ton of texture packs, like parallax, 4K texture packs, because I can run that stuff on my GTX 970 pretty easily, and I can live with 30 to 60 FPS. So 30 outdoors, ranging from 30 to like 45 to 50 outdoors and 60 inside. That's like 4K parallax textures. But for you guys, I brought most of it down to 2K/1K, and I think if people know graphics, I'm playing on 2560 by 1080 widescreen, and 1K is still high def. Like you really can't tell which of my textures are 1K, or if you can, then you got a really sharp eye, because I can't really tell. I think I leave the skin 4K because you look at people a lot and you look at armor a lot. It's probably two 4K, but in general there's no need to go overboard. I want to get the most frame rates as I can out of what I'm running here.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this.
Anyway, so the interiors are obviously super dark. I don't know why that is. That might be... Well, that's enhanced lights and effects. You can see there's some light texture glitching going on.
Dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over.
And another naked
You think that's normal?
person, and she's old, so I think it's
It's evil, I tell you.
I think it's just it's a mod order problem.
Need a room?
You keep telling us.
Don't worry.
I think I have a mod. Basically,
He's a little boy.
I've got body slide
Lives in Windham.
files
Give him a chance
for all the
trying to
women in the
help us.
game, so they all sort of
Everyone,
conform to the
please.
same
I'm doing what I
body
can to
type,
end these nightmares.
even though they're wearing vanilla
Thorn
clothing.
runs the inn. Speak
But
to
I've-
him.
All I ask
For
is remain
seniors,
strong,
I've
put
got a
your
file
trust
that
in Lady
basically
Margaret.
just makes them straight vanilla, no
Sure
body
thing.
slide,
It's
just,
yours for a day.
you know, absolutely no
Thank
curves or definition.
Come on in.
I know
Just
it's
stoke the
it's
fire.
mean
Take a seat
making
and
the
get
old
coal down.
people
I'll show you to your
not
room.
have any curves,
Right
but
this way.
I found another glitch there. That barmaid has no feet. It's, I don't know, missing feet. I don't know why. So I don't know. I got a bunch of problems I got to deal with.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I hate it when they just
I
stand
was
there.
wondering,
Be
Father,
careful.
maybe you should take a day
And
off and head into town.
You're just expected to go
I
to
could
sleep
watch the
as
end
they're
while
just
you're
standing
away.
over you. It's not
Why would I
immersive.
do that? There's work to be done here.
Just get the fuck out of the
It'll do you
room.
good.
And
Maybe you could visit
her not
Irving
having
or
any
Fruity
shoes
on
on,
your
that's
way
not
out.
immersive.
I've seen them looking at you when they come in for drinks.
Why would they be looking at me? Are they upset about the service?
Oh, never mind.
There you go. Fuck out.
No good to work for.
Legelf is a good man, and I'm not running out on him now.
Oh, got a bit of interest.
So let's have a little 8-hour nap and do a little bit of messing around
Boss, do you?
No.
here in
not necessarily
Dawnstar.
your business.
Yeah, that's a nice synchronized get up.
Lady Mara will save us from these nightmares.
So you can
She's real,
safely
I tell you.
fast forward
Real.
all this
Did you
stuff
ever
in
have to fight
Dawnstar. I'm
off
not even
bats?
gonna comment on it. Basically, just get a little bit of destruction experience points going after some horkers, and there's not much else to it. Yeah, just before I skip ahead in the commentary,
Divine safe, Scald. Who do you
pretty
think
sure
we're
I
threatening with
quit
our
to
old
desktop
war
here,
wound?
so the video's not nothing wrong with the
We're
video,
not so
but I just fixed that whole old person no clothes problem, so it's just a mod order problem. I know what it was. It's no problem to fix it.
This isn't over.
So
I catch
yeah, I'm
you
gonna cut the
sending
commentary,
one
and
letter to
we'll
General
be back in a few
Tullius.
minutes
I'll
when
have
something
you both
more interesting is going on.
You never talk much about yourself.
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you.
I think I barely know you.
What's to say? I was born on a farm, joined the Legion when I came of age, and have served you ever since. The people here are still plagued with nightmares. It's unnatural.
What is it? I have... That would be Skald the Elder. Turned on the Empire first chance he got. Now we're all part of this rebellion.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good battle.
Everyone thinks I'm too young to be a... By inheritance, I've been trying to take the last trade we did. Some fine-cut sailors and what happened to them. If you're not afraid of a little exploring, I'll pay good gold to get those salts.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need to
I'm
go.
glad to spend all the days I got left on the water. It's where I belong.
Lady Mara will save us from these nightmares. You'll see.
These dreams are real, I tell you. Real!
You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar.
Looking to hire a Where are you headed? Mm-hmm.
So just a quick explanation. Based on the advice I got, the very first spells I'll get will be destruction, because I'm going to be a destruction mage, obviously. Yeah, destruction and restoration will be good. So if I do get hurt, I don't have to rely on potions, because Requiem doesn't have any default regeneration, which is one of my favorite things about the mod. And conjuration is extremely overpowered, as I think everybody knows. Just the very first perk, being able to summon the ghostly wolf. I think the uptime is about 15 seconds, but if you have enough magical regeneration and you have a fairly good magicka pool, you can pretty much have a huge uptime on that wolf. The enemy AI is usually too dumb to realize that it could go after me rather than the wolf, so they just attack the wolf, and you spam you spam the wolf and attack with destruction spells. I mean, I say this as somebody who's played like max 10 levels as a mage in my entire 2,000 hours in Skyrim, so I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, but I have played a little bit of early game, and I always end up becoming an archer anyway, sneaky archer. But yeah, note to self, I gotta fix that field of view issue as well. I think it's in my enhanced camera any. I was playing around with the settings, and the field of view is way too small. I think it's like back to the default 65 or whatever the default FOV was back in the ancient times of 2011, but with a super wide monitor you can't play FOV 65. That's brutal. Anyway, so there's a tedious Horker battle coming up.
Beware of Frostmere Crypt, friend. Heard some bandits are living in the ruins now.
So, quick note here. Appreciate the tip on being able to take the boat. I always forget that this boat exists because I didn't think there was any way out of Dawnstar other than hoofing it on foot.
Looking to hire a boat?
But
where are you headed?
I was reminded in the comments of my last video that I could take the boat, and it's actually in the vanilla game, which
Climb
is
on in
neat.
the boat and get comfortable.
Yeah, I don't make too much use of it, but I can hop on this to Windhelm, and then I could take the carriage from Windhelm to Whiterun. I'm not gonna mess around with anything in Windhelm. I'm not gonna mess around with anything up north. I think a lot of the default levels of the monsters up here are higher. I mean, Requiem. I guess Requiem is kind of zones where enemies are more difficult in some areas than others. I think I looked at the sheet one time, but I don't remember how much, which areas are the toughest. But I think it's pretty unforgiving up here. But anyway, Whiterun's a fairly safe area from a role-playing perspective. I don't know. I'm not great at role-playing. If I was, because I'm a writer in real life, so if I were creative and had a great imagination and could roleplay, I'd probably be writing novels or something. But unfortunately, I'm a writer with very little imagination, so I just I gotta rely on sort of logic over creativity. I don't know, Breton Mage, so, you know, she's not from Skyrim, she's an aspiring mage maybe? I don't know, knows a few spells.
Hi, lady.
Probably wants to go to the college, but I don't know what the role-playing, maybe you guys can help me out. I don't know what the role-playing reason is to join the companions.
Not much, but I hope you like them.
But I think the goal here is to, okay, here's what I kind of envision happening here. Play a little bit with the companions, level up that.
Thanks for talking to me.
Level up to 25, heavy armor, get into heavy armor, go a bit through the companion quest, pretty much like Salty Shanty has done recently, to get that huge health bonus on turning into a werewolf, and then at that point just leaving the companions and going and doing some mage stuff. Anyway, another texture glitch. I think I know exactly what this is about, because, and there it is fixed. A little bit of word of warning there. There's some parallax textures. I think I kept one set. This modder called Fuchsia. I think Phusher. Fuchsia. I don't know if it's German or anything, but he's put out a lot of parallax terrain texture packs, and yeah, I think, you know, his work is good, but there's been a lot of errors. I found a lot of purple textures through his texture pack. The one that I couldn't figure out for the longest time was the Solitude windmill, or not windmill, but the water wheel in Solitude. If you use this texture pack, you will get a purple texture on the wheel, and it was so frustrating. I could not understand why, because I assumed it had something to do with Skyfalls and Sky Mills, which I was using at the time, but I've since gotten rid of that for Dying to Load. And finally I just started deactivating texture packs here and there to figure out what it was, and sure enough, there's a bunch of problems with that mod. You just need to be careful. I think if you just go into the comment section, I don't even know if there's any point in saying this if nobody's using the mod, but he does have some good
Where do you want to go?
textures. I don't use all of them. I mean, I And if you can see my mod list in the YouTube description,
Climbing back and we'll be off.
I use a shitload of textures, and I just use a few from his, but
Never been to
obviously some of
Whiterun
them were
before?
overwriting key
Jarl's
parts,
Palace
and they
is
didn't have a
something to
proper texture path. So
Dragon Search, they call it.
anyway,
Big old
if
dragon
you're gonna
skull
use that
hanging on
mod,
the wall.
deactivate the Solitude mill wheel there, and also the wind helm. Can't remember what the texture name is, but yeah, you can find it if you kind of look through it in the net viewer. Anyway, I'm gonna go silent again for a few minutes until we do something more interesting.
Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them. They wanted... I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere. Is that it? Good. Chat time's over.
my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot and hell. I've now chested Skyrim's going back.
The road takes us past many cold rivers. We can fill our skins there.
If the river is not frozen to ice, perhaps. Khajiit welcomes you. And also your coin. Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands. Far I have traveled to bring you this far.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Aye, that I do. It's a sword. Listen, could you take the sword? Thanks. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
The farmers are charging me double for the produce I sell.
Let me guess. They're saying it's because of this trouble with the storm. Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to... Yeah, these Khajiit... It's got to... Worst thing is... Nope. Reputation. A few bad apples spoiled the butt. About the same as... Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands.
But they wouldn't taste as good as a loaf of fresh-baked pumpernickel.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. Hey, Carol.
War
and I can't get the sword on my
treat
own.
their women like cats. So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. No, I'm not. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when... Saphir! Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice.
Will of the Dalmor against its own people. So rise up,
Balgrove, did you slip out again last night for a drink at the Bannered Mare?
Heard about that, did you? Yes, I went out for a pint or two. What of it?
These visits to the tavern will make you an easy target for an enemy assassin. You should have told me first.
Damn it, woman, I'm the Jarl of Whiterun. I won't apologize for talking to my people. You can't protect me every moment. of the
Another
day.
wanderer, here to lick my father's
that might
boots.
Be so.
Good
But
job.
it will never stop me from trying.
I'm so angry I can hardly stand it. Father promised me a new dress days ago. Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
But I don't want to be patient. I want a dress right now. Father promised.
I serve Jarl Balgruf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
In each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And there it is.
Those two at it again?
This should be good.
Watch the eyes.
A fight.
Get him. Kill him.
Hey, watch it.
You dare fight a Dunmer?
Oh, I'm just a servant, dear. You want to talk to one of the companions, I'm sure.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, Otis. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle? That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye.
What now?
What kind of weapon do you prefer? I like the smaller, quicker blades.
Yeah.
All these younglings scampering around.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
By you? She might
They
be slow to
should
me.
be so
How's the
lucky.
newcomer look?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Pretty good arm you have there.
Not bad. Not bad.
not that. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still... Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules. Well, Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor. I have a favor to ask. I've been working. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get... Well done.
I suppose you have another question?
I've been tending to the...
If you wish to hunt with me... Ah, good, I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
I told you. This is the whelp that Vilkas mentioned. You and I are on the circle. We can change how...
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that. They're lording it
Do
over
you
us
think you
all
could
the
handle
time.
Vilkas in a real fight?
Young warriors are smart.
Ah, a woman who lets her actions... Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas. Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelp sleep.
New blood? Oh, hello. I'm Farkas. Come, follow me.
Are you prepared for tonight's hunt?
I've been thinking, we need to be more discreet.
Skjor and Aela like to
Nothing
tease
wrong
me,
with what
but they're good people.
You know the
They
old man
challenge
doesn't
us to
like
be
it.
our best.
Let's just not be too obvious.
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Telma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aela if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
By the way, we've got trouble right here in White. Nothing but a bunch of lonely bandits. Cowards who will take little... I knew you could be counted on. Do what must be done. Skjor says that I have the strength that... I'll show you what I can about protecting yourself. Mm-hmm.
Everything, hear everything, and know everything.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
path
The
by
finest
the
cuts,
great
fresh from the
Whiterun,
wilds.
Grey Mane himself.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. A woman. She's like... We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Some people don't think I'm smart, though I'll show you what I can about protecting yourself.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
That's it? That's your best?
At this point, right here, I wasn't sure what to do. I mean, I didn't want to get one-shotted by Vilcus. I don't know if if in some programming in the game, like in the vanilla game, I don't know if he actually uses his axe, or I think he's a sword and board in some versions of Skyrim. I mean, Requiem's probably changed it up a bit. I think he just parries here, so there's no risk of dying, but I was debating to use just flames on him and stay away, but in the end, I figured, well, I think you're supposed to attack him with a weapon. So I didn't know if it would, like, using flames would break something or cause him to aggro on me and kill me, so I didn't take any chances, just attacked him with the little dagger I got. And fortunately, it worked, so no death via companion. Anyway, so yeah, some more boring stuff happens here, and before I head to Helgen. Right here I totally forgot to put a point to lockpicking. I put a point to alteration too early, and that means that it totally screwed up, and I gotta wait until I level up to the next level before I can put a point in lockpicking, come back and get the gear that I need. It's a stupid mistake on my part.
Take care with those flames.
Now that I got the mage gear, I'm gonna head down and kill some of the spiders because that's really good experience and it's pretty easy to run away from the spiders, and I don't think that they can kill me, so just an easy way to get some destruction and alteration experience and kind of good at metagaming. Anyway, so I think that's enough for tonight. I didn't really have an opportunity to say a lot in the video because not a lot's going on, but appreciate any feedback or suggestions or hints or tips that you can give me for the next video. Thanks.